Hey, new coaches, how are you? It's Coach Danny. Welcome again to the Inner Strength Dynasty team. And if you are personally sponsored by me, again, welcome to Team Be Your Own Strong. I wanted to just, again, say thank you and congratulations for starting your new journey and for trusting Alex or myself or any of the coaches that personally brought you in here that are under us. We couldn't be more blessed and happy to have you. When you first got in and first got your enrollment, you should have received a welcome package from your coach. If not, please contact your upline sponsor, which is the coach that brought you in, right away so that we can get you that information. In that package, you would have received a few things, including a 50-minute Getting Started Right presentation. That's in following a 10-minute presentation of the type of coach that you want to be. So whether or not you want to be a discount coach or hobby coach or business builder and actually make a significant income to supplement your income, from your part-time job or your full-time job or whatever it is. So if you are here to build a business and build a network and, be accountable to your own journey and make a difference in other people's lives, then you're in the right place, okay? And also, if you understand that it is not a get-rich-quick scheme or plan or business, then you're in the right place. If you think this is something that you're going to get rich in a year, you gotta find another business because this isn't for you. But for those of you who still want to be here and are pumped and ready to get started, we're so happy to have you. But first of all, I want to do a little bit of a presentation. It's in addition to the Getting Started Right presentation, which you would have received information on, the new teams, team call times, the team creators, your goals in regards to rank advancing, personal development, the 3 vital behaviors, Success Club, your goals, personal volume, team volume, and how you get paid, all those types of things, and how to navigate your back office and training. All of those things you would have been given in that 50-minute presentation. So it sets a nice foundation for you, and it gives you kind of a platform to work from, okay? So the reason I'm here is because I wanted to just kind of give you an addition to that. When we're building teams and we're bringing in new coaches, they're all starting with a program, so we got to know how to get them to that program, okay? And the easiest way to get them to that program. So I'm going to show you that. I'm going to go through a little bit more of the training tab on your online office just to kind of give you a little bit more of a visual of what you're going to be seeing, and then go a little bit through, Beachbody On Demand and some of the Team Beachbody blog stuff, okay? So I'm going to share my screen. You guys can see this, perfect. Okay, so from here, this is, when you first log into your account, this is what you're going to see, okay? So if you go, we're going to try to figure out how we're going to start this. Okay, we're just going to go into the online office. So this is where you need to go first thing every single day. As soon as you get on the computer, when you want to start your business, you go into the online office. The reason why is because you're going to see Coach Breaking News here, which again was covered in the presentation. All of your information here, the alerts that you have. So if you have any new coaches, new customers, new emails, things like that, that's all going to be here. So the alerts and the Coach Breaking News is where you need to focus on, okay? Okay, so from here, we're going to go into training, okay? This is where I want to focus on first. We're going to go into training, news and training tab, go into training, and then it's going to show you a little bit of an overview of the training that you're going to see or what it covers. So where you're going to focus, you're brand new, so where you're going to focus is basically the coach area, okay? You're a brand new coach, we call you baby coaches, so you're a baby coach. So this is what you need to learn. And again, a lot of this is covered in the Getting Started Right presentation. So you're going to have 4 blocks or 4 buckets, basically is what they're called. So the first one is always going to be highlighted. It's called Do This. Then you have Know This, Learn How, and the Business Starter Benchmarks. You don't need to know this right now. It's really not important right now. You need to know all of these things, though, okay? So Do This you know, you're gonna you want to hit Success Club. That is the first thing that you want to do, is hit Success Club and inspire and help 3 people. 3 people in the first month. That's a minimum. Okay, so it's going to show you, you're doing these things to build a strong foundation. You know, connect with people you already know, sell these 2 challenge packs, invite people to a challenge group, drink Shakeology, and work out every day. These are just basics. These are not generic, but they're kind of like simpletons in regards to right? Like, it's just, you just have to do this, okay? We talked, it's drink Shakeology and work out every day, invest 10 minutes a day in personal development, and inviting. Those are the 3 vital behaviors. We've already talked about that, okay? Go to anything that has a hyperlink in it. So National Wake Up Calls, that was already covered. But, training events like Super Saturday and Summit. We have a Super Saturday coming up in a few days now, actually. We have one every quarter. Then there's a Summit, which happens every year, usually every July. And then review coach training, okay? Helpful activities, gives you everything you need to know there. So know this. So there's really, the main are 3 vital behaviors, but we have essentially a 4th behavior, which is called recognition. And that's kind of, it's kind of new. It's a new concept in the last year, okay? So recognition is just, celebrating people's successes, whether it's rank advancing, whether it's losing a few pounds, whether it's being able to lift a 10-pound barbell and they haven't been able to lift more than 5 in the last 2 months, like a challenger or something like that. Recognizing people for their hard efforts and hard work, and being able to run around with their kids and just making a difference in their own life, and just things like that. Those are things that you need to be kind of working on, like recognizing people's strengths, recognizing their accomplishments, things like that. So recognize. That's the 4th official vital behavior now. Okay, so these are these things that you just need to know. Okay, and then there's a learn how. So anytime you see a PDF, a Word document, an Excel sheet, if it's not all on the same, like if there's like a PDF, Word, and Excel for Enroll Your Upline Coach Basics group, you don't need to know all of it. You just need to review one of them. Okay, connect with people. Need to know inviting. Always watch the videos. Every video that's in here, watch them till you know them back to front, okay? Same thing with how to earn, understand it. There's a business activity tracker here, which is basically, tracking your contacts. You don't have to use this. This is a good tool. You don't have to use this, but it's just a good guideline for you to use, okay? Know Shakeology and Beachbody products, okay? You need to know Shakeology left, right, and center, because you're going to be drinking it, okay? It is a dense superfood nutrition. It is something that I don't go a day without. It has been the bread and butter in regards to my health in the last 1.5 years. I have not been sick. My hair's been great. I can't say enough good things about Shakeology. You need to be drinking it, okay? That's a no-brainer. Have to be drinking Shakeology. So you need to know what it is. So understand what Shakeology is, other than the fact that you drink it and it tastes good, and what it does for you. You need to know what's in it, why it's so good. You need to be able to justify the price, even though we don't need to justify it. The price is what it is. We can't do anything about it, but you need to validate the value of it, okay? And same thing with challenge packs, or not same thing, but with challenge packs, you need to understand how the challenge pack system works, with the program, the 30-day VIP access, and the meal planning, and the shaker cup, and the Shakeology, 30-day supply of Shakeology, and the online support, and the access to your challenge group. That's in the value of the challenge pack. But in regards to the programs, you don't have to know every single program, okay? Not back to front. If you know a program, like I know the 21-Day Fix back to front, then I will be speaking more genuinely about that program versus Insanity Max 30, which I have not completed start to finish, okay? So I can still, there are talking points inside the Coach Online Office, which I will refer to later in just a minute here, actually, but there are talking points, but you need to, once you know a program, you need to be able to talk about it, okay? And there's, program comparison charts and Beachbody Challenge, things like that. So these are very simple, not a lot of freak out that needs to happen here, but these are just really simple things that you can download onto your computer, print off, put in a binder, and refer to them when necessary, okay? There's a 5-step invitation process. there's a reason why these things are there. They work. They've been very successful. You know, it just gives you, again, a foundation and a guideline on how to get started, okay? Your coaches, your upline, your team will all have scripts and things like that for you to work from, okay? In the Team Eagle group, in the Inner Strength Dynasty group, there's going to be a file section. Refer to those file sections. There's going to be so much information, okay? I said that in the presentation. I'll say it again. Refer to those files, okay? So that's how the training works. So depending on where you are as a coach, if you want to look ahead in regards to what you need to know to become, like say from your Emerald, that's your goal in 30 days. You need to be an Emerald in 30 days. That's the only way you're going to start benchmarking your business and moving it forward. You need to be an Emerald. So that's one coach on either side, okay? So if you want to know how to, you know, what you need to be a Diamond, Star Diamond and above, it has the same, it's the same thing here, okay? Roll an Emerald to Diamond, all that kind of stuff, okay? Grow your downline team. Everything is here specific to the coach rank, okay? Or the Diamond rank. Meeting Resource Center, events. So events you'll be able to see like a Shake and Share, a Fit Club, Summit, Super Saturday, all that kind of stuff. So upcoming events, you know, wake up calls and podcasts. That's your personal development. That's every Monday. You know, again, Coach Summit 2016, Super Saturdays. You'll be able to find a Super Saturday in your location. So what is it? What is it? Want to attend an event? View interactive map of current listed events. Okay, so you'll be able to find one in your area. See, like Montreal, Chicago, Phoenix, DC, like it's everywhere. Okay. So that's in news and training. So go in there, execute as much as you can, download as much as you can. You don't need to memorize everything, but you need to be familiar with where to source your information. It's okay to, when people ask you, well, I don't know this, then it's okay for you to say, well, just give me a second. You don't have to know the answer right away, but you need to be able to source their information, okay? And also, the reason I'm showing you this and telling you need to learn this is because your coaches are here to support you and to guide you. We're not here to hold your hand through the process, okay? Before you ask a question, please use, and we're not saying you can't ask a question. Of course you can ask a question, but go to your training source, either here or in the Google, or frequently asked questions, or in your team files, like I said in the presentation, before you come to your coach with it, okay? We need you to be strong leaders and individuals and understand that this is your business that you're working, okay? If it's not successful, that's on you, it's not on us, okay? We don't know everything. We source things from here. We source things from experience, from other coaches' experience on our team, but and what we've learned. So we're experienced with what we learn, but we're not going to hold your hand through the whole process. When there's new things that come up that you may not know, because coaches in a higher rank advance will know things more quickly than someone in an Emerald position or a coach position. So we'll bring that down to you, okay? Especially if it's pertinent to your development, we will bring that down to you. But first and foremost, get your training in, or source your information, understand what you're asking first before you ask your coach, okay? Because it just gets it, and you'll know this too when you start building your baby coaches, that you know, you're ready to push them out of the nest and they start asking you the same questions over and over again. It's going to get really frustrating. I've done that to my coach before, and she was really frustrated with me. Some of my coaches do that, and you know, some of their coaches do it, and it's okay. Like, this is a natural thing to ask your coach, but we want you to be strong leaders. We want you to be go-getters and source the information. So it is all here, okay? We're not making anything up. It's all here, okay? So look for that. Make sure that in your My Business tab that you understand, you know, what your downline is, your genealogy, who your personally sponsored coaches are. Review what your volume is, your customers. You can actually just view your customer search here. So if you just go customer search, and all of your customers are listed, okay? Commissions, you'll see your weekly commissions here. Any of your bonuses, so if you're Star Diamond, you will receive a bonus every quarter, so you can see what that is there. If you're Canada, it'll show in Canadian dollars, or show in American dollars first, and then it'll show in Canadian dollars once you're paid on Thursday. Okay. Your qualifications, any saved reports, your forms and documents, and then your EFT management, that's where you're going to put your banking information. So if you want to get paid, you have to put your banking information in. That's just how it is. Okay. Okay, so that's in there. So sales and marketing. Understand, like, you got to go into this tab because that's really going to help you with your challenge groups. Okay. So just for conversation's sake, just go over really quickly. Challenge group tools under sales and marketing. Say if you're running and it's the easiest thing in the world. I know people freak out when they think, I don't know what to post. I'm nervous about running my challenge group. Da, 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 da. That's totally cool. I was nervous too. But you got to bite the bullet and do it because you're not going to be a leader unless you're actually leading. So we'll just do something simple like what I used to do with the 21-day fix. Just click on the 21-day fix. All of your programs on your left-hand side here. Start to finish, top to bottom. Okay. Product training guide. Like if somebody wants to know about the 21-day fix and what's so great about it and all that kind of stuff, click on the product training guide. Once it loads, dum dum dum. 21-day fix. All the information there. Save it, like download it, save it onto your computer, and then send it as an attachment. It's simple. So simple. And I actually didn't realize how simple it was until I was actually doing it later, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so simple. But so talking points. Say if 21-day fix isn't your program, P90X was your program. You don't know much about you understand the concept of 21-day fix, but you haven't done it yourself to be able to talk about it freely. Okay, so there's talking points. Very simple talking points. Okay, who's the target audience? Men and women. It's not gender specific. It's very simple. People, like, just don't want an extreme fitness program, have tried and failed at complicated diet plans, are new to fitness, dieting, and weight loss. Like, it's a very simple program. It's not overly intense. It's not arduous. It's just 3 weeks eating clean meals and 30-minute workouts. It's not hard. So there's talking points. And then you have challenge, like frequently asked questions. You're going to get a lot of frequently asked, like a lot of questions about 21-day fix. Here's the answers to most common questions. Okay. So participant starter guide, as I'm just going down there. People that are brand new to the 21-day fix, send them an email with this welcome. Okay. It's just something like a welcome letter from Autumn. Okay. So it just kind of makes them feel, hey, I'm pumped, like, just, pumps them up, makes them feel welcome, makes them feel wanted, and they're ready to start the group. So it's just really nice to have a little bit of an introduction. So send them that. That's a participant starter guide. Okay. The weekly coaching guide, this is going to be your kind of golden egg, if you will. Sorry, that was my dog. So what this is, you're going to love this. Okay. Little instruction on how to use the guide. This is going to be here for every program. Okay, so no matter what you're doing, every program, here it is. So it's going to give you a day-by-day, week-by-week posting schedule. Okay, so week 0 is generally your prep week. So when you're people are waiting for their orders to come in, you're starting on that Monday, but starting the following Monday, but you have everyone in the group already. They're just getting prepared. This is what you're doing to prepare them. Okie dokie. It's really simple. Topic is introductions. You put that in capital letters. Intros, and then you copy and paste this. Adjust it. If you're a grammar freak like me, then adjust it. If you don't want this little R here, like, delete it. We just copy and paste it. Copy and then paste it into your Facebook post. And then here you just download it, save it, and then upload it. That is your post right there. That is your post of the day. Isn't that simple? It's that simple. Okay, and then you have that for every day. Week 1, here we go. Okay, and if you don't like these pictures, or you want to do your own, but they're the same thing, then do your own. But don't make it more complicated than it has to be. Honest to God, do not make it more complicated. It's there for you. Use it. And especially if you have new people in your group, they're not going to notice if you copy and paste it from another group. Okay. Okay, so that is the challenge group points. Want to get into sales and marketing. So we're going to get into the business tools because we're going to go into the Coach mobile app. Okay, so what you're going to do, when you click on the business tools, you're going to go to mobile enrollment, go to Coach Mobile Team Beachbody, and there's a training guide there, so it'll show you. Okay, but just simplify it. This is your home page. Enter, and she's like my test email. So put in an email just for the sake of this. We're gonna go enroll new. We'll enroll new coach. Just for the sake of we're building our business, right? All right. You don't need to put a phone number in. Again, that's optional. I live in Canada, but depending on where your coach is from, Canada, the US, that's where it's going to be. Then you can go shop now because you're going to submit them a challenge pack. So you're going to go shop now. Or if you go enroll without purchase, it'll just be a free membership that you're giving them. Like it's just a basic membership. There's nothing, they don't get any fancy stuff with it. There's no products with it. It's just for them to be able to open up an account and navigate. But that account is under you. So anything that they do purchase, you get the credit for. Okay? So just for the sake, for the conversation, we're going to do a shop now. Okay, so Whitney wanted 21-day fixed extreme. Or no, we'll go with 22-minute hardcore. So that's the hardcore. That's the new program that we have right now. So we'll go 22-minute hardcore. So you have an entire selection of the programs here. So 22-minute hardcore, select OK. And then she wanted vegan chocolate Shakeology bag. So the vegan chocolate is here. Make sure it's the bag. Everything says HD, which means it's coming every single month. Click OK. Then add to cart. If you want to view auto ship terms with them, you can click here and it'll show the auto ship terms, the $15 to $18 a month maintenance fee, and that's it. I think that's it. Okay, and then add to cart. Okay, and then I'm not going to send anything, but just because it's just a test thing. So once you hit submit, like you just confirm everything's here. Everything's cool. That's the price that they wanted. That's the price that you guys talked about. Confirm that this is the right email and the right spelling of the name, blah, 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 blah. Then hit submit. And once you hit submit, you'll get a confirmation here saying confirmation email sent or something like that. It's going to go right to their email and then they finish their registration. Okay, that is, you started it. All they have to do is finish it. It takes like 8 to 10 minutes maximum. Okay, I think the longest time that they'll probably be spending is to try and figure out a screen name. Okay, that's all it should take. Okay, so I don't know why, but I can't seem to get back to. I'm gonna cancel this enrollment. Okay, you can't really get back to the Team Beachbody site, so I'm just gonna go back to the home page here, which I have open. Okay, so that's your Coach mobile app. Just to let you know that if they are trying to do the enrollment over their phone, they may have trouble actually purchasing it because there's a security measure with the 3-digit code on the back of your Visa card or your credit card. And I've just had a problem with this or an issue with this with one of my coaches, that she couldn't purchase the challenge pack through her phone because it was just a security measure that they wouldn't accept the 3-digit number on the back of her card through her phone. So she went home and did it over her computer and it was fine. So just let you know, if they're enrolling with a phone, they may have some difficulties. So just try and get them to do it from their home computer because almost everybody has a home computer. Okay, so that is that. So Coach mobile app, we did a little bit of training and a little bit of the challenge group talking points. So Beachbody on Demand. That's something that if you want to be a coach that is receiving benefits and moving up in rank and receiving all the prizes and things like that and just all the like little sweet deals, you need to have your coach club membership, okay? And that's the $40 every quarter. Gives you access to Beachbody On Demand, which is our fitness Netflix. Everyone who signs up with a challenge pack gets 30 days of it free, and then it gets billed to them every quarter after that, starting with that first 30 days, okay? Or after that first 30 days, that first charge comes in, and then every 3 months after that, then you start getting charged. So when you log into your account, this is your main page. You would click on Beachbody On Demand here or here, and then you'd come to this page, okay? So under Beachbody On Demand, it'll show your purchased programs, and then you have access to all of your programs online, okay? So everything's here. And then you have a member library, okay? And you'll have access to, you know, do one program or one workout or a few workouts, or even some of them you can actually do all of the workouts. So yeah, some of these you can actually do all of the workouts. So you just click on there, and then you accept the terms, and then you have Adder, okay? So that's Beachbody On Demand. Now, the next thing we're gonna look at is, you know, you need to start your challenge group, so you need to understand that you're gonna have to provide content. So the Team Beachbody blog is like heaven and earth when it comes to posting. If people can't find, oh, I don't know what to post, I don't know what to post. Go to the Team Beachbody blog on your main site, okay? From here, everything, yeah, fitness tips, cardio, strength training, anything, or the performance, lifestyle, anything about Shakeology, on, you know, Transformation Tuesdays or Throwback Thursdays or whatnot. You have results from different programs, men's, women's, things that you can share with other people, with potential prospects. Same thing with nutrition. You want cooking tips or, you know, cheats, treats, recipes. Everybody loves recipes, so there's a plethora of information here, and there's always a way to say, let's go bell pepper nachos. Those look actually pretty good. But just for fun, there's always going to be a way for you to share it. Okay, share the entire post, sources where it comes from, post it on your timeline, post it on your like page, post it in your challenge group, wherever you want to post it. But there's always going to be content for you to post. Okay, let's go to the Team Beachbody blog, and there used to be a way for us to get back to the main page, and I don't know where that is. Maybe I'll learn and I'll share it with you. But also with the recipes, there's also going to be portions per serving depending on the program. Okay, so these containers here, this is going to be for any program that uses the container portion. So it's going to be a 21-day fix, Insanity Max 30, size, 22-minute hardcore, 20-day fix extreme, and hammer and chisel. The containers are for those programs. Okay. So I'm going to close that out. I think that is it. I think that's all I wanted to share with you. So I'm just going to unshare. And yeah, that's it. So make sure that you've received your welcome package. If you haven't, talk to your coach and review all of the materials. And if you have any questions, let your upline sponsor know. Review this information, have everything in your head, have everything on your desktop, in front of you, wherever you need to go to source it. But until then, you guys have what it takes, and we can't wait to see what you guys have in store and see you guys grow your businesses strong. Love you. Have a good day.